Hi, this is Callie Davis, and I'm going to show you how to use Infinite Campus to actually message all of your parents at one time instead of having separate emails or even a distribution list. So if you're in Infinite Campus or you want to be logged in, up in the left-hand corner, make sure that you have clicked on the little hamburger. It's 3 lines. Looks like a hamburger to me. And if you click it again, you make sure you're opening up this left toolbar that should be a dark gray charcoal color. And about the 4th one down, you should see something that says Message Center. That's where we're going to start to create our text message or our email message for our parents. Currently, I have no messages waiting for me to view, but we are going to click the button at the very top left that says New. So we're actually going to create a new message, and it will walk you through step by step for each of the windows. Notice at the top, this is step 1. The class message will stay the same, the user will stay the same, and the template. In the delivery details, you have a few options. Inbox and email are always checked. That typically goes to the parent's Infinite Campus or parent portal, to the email they have on file. You can check the text box, but they may or may not have provided a phone, like their home phone, that doesn't receive text messages. You can also set the delivery date and even the time, and it's coming from your email address. Below that, you have your actual message. So I'm going to type something to my parents about curriculum night for one of my courses. And I have a message actually already created. I could attach an email or another attachment like a Word document or Google, a calendar, anything that I want the parents to know. It works really well with hyperlinked text as well. Not so much for the QR code. So I'll be copying some of this and then taking it out so you can kind of see. Changes the formatting just a little bit for you, but don't be scared. Just take out what you don't need or restart the message. And then my hyperlink text got left out. Let's drop it back in. So the hyperlink text is there. So just a basic general email, any parent that could get this. And then at the bottom right, you want to choose Next. So it saves this information and moves you on to your next step. And notice at the top of our window, it changes to step 2. So here's where you want to be really, really careful. You do want to make sure you're going to open up which specific semester you're in, if you're semester 1 or we're in semester 2. And then you should see all of our courses listed. So these are the ones that I teach specifically. It looks a little different for you. I only have one class of AP Environmental, but it's split into 2 sections. One for the regular roster, one for the gifted roster. So I want all of my students in AP Environmental to be able to get that, or at least their parents. And then at the bottom, it has recipients. Well, I want the student messenger contact, so that would technically be their parent. And if the student has a separate email on file, it's safe just to go ahead and click both of those sections. And then I'm going to select Next. If I only wanted to email specific students, then at the top right here, these little radio buttons, right now, all of the recipients are receiving it. If I only needed 5 or 6 kids to have a reminder or some specific parents, I could click specific recipients and actually move each individual one from one side of the box to the other for the recipient list. You have add all or remove all. But simply by clicking the all recipients from that section, you don't have to click each individual student. The bottom right, we're going to click Next to move on to step 3. And our screen should change in just a moment. And now we have step 3. So here's a preview of your class message before you send it. So you can see the hyperlink, you can see all the information that I have put there, and about how many people are actually going to get this message. So you can review the recipients if you need, or simply click Send. That moves us on to the next step. And this is very important. You need to make sure that you click every single box right here at the bottom so that we will get information about that the message was sent, if it actually delivered and went through or not, because you will get a PDF log that you can save or printout if you wish, that lets you know that this message actually did go through, which is important for documentation. So you can view your log, show you a quick view of what this looks like. Gives you a sample of your message, the date and time that you actually sent it, and then it would list all of the parents. So here's an example parent here, and then it says the status was completed and at what time it actually went through. And then your last step would be to close. If you want to see a history of what emails you have actually sent, come back to the top left where it says instruction, and we switch over to tools. Once you are in the tools, it looks a lot more familiar to us, and on the left under the index it should say messenger. If you click on that, it'll open up and say sent message log, and this is where you're going to have documentation or review of what was actually sent. Now at the top it does have your date range, so you can change that to find messages, and that's the easiest way for you to be able to find your documentation, what time you sent and what you sent to the parents. And that's it. So if you have any questions or need to practice this, please let me know how I can help you. And I hope this is something that will save you time and make you much more productive. Thank you.